Hello there. Just warming up some coffee for myself. You know how it is. Oh, it's hot. Romans 5:3-4 says, "But we glory in our sufferings because our sufferings produce perseverance, and perseverance, character, and character, hope." And as I was thinking about just waiting on God and the times that I've had to wait on God, it can be a really hard time. But I also think that we all know what that feels like, to wait on God and having our prayers, wanting our prayers to be answered. And just like a microwave, we tend to want things right now. We want answers now. We want healing now. We want what we want when we want it. And sometimes God, He doesn't follow through with the things that we want because He has His own timing in mind. And that can be awfully frustrating. So what I believe is that when we look at the difference between what the world says, or in this passage, what the brothers of Jesus wants, versus what God is, or what Jesus is prioritizing, what we're looking at is the difference between reputation, which is what other people want, versus character, what God wants. You see, I think that the difference between perseverance and character is that Jesus cares much more about character than He does about our reputation. Because character is who we are, whereas reputation is what people think we are, which is very, very different many times. So when I think about the life of Jesus, I think of how He prioritized character and His relationship to the Father above all else, even more than His reputation. In fact, if you are going through things and you're trying to live for God, some people will just not really vibe with that. They won't like you. They'll judge you for things that you're just trying to do your best to do what God wants. And so if you're in a situation right now where you're trying to do what God wants and just people are just kind of bringing you down, telling you that you're crazy or why are you waiting or anything like that, know that you're in good company, because that's what they did to Jesus. So what I like to see in our Ohana groups is Ohana groups that support each other, that pray for each other, that try to encourage each other we try to encourage each other by praying for God's timing rather than what we want. Because oftentimes what we want is way off than what God wants. So if we could be encouraging to each other and helping each other and praying for each other, to look to Jesus for the answers to all of our questions, and to be willing to wait. Be willing to wait and persevere so that we can have the same kind of character that Jesus had, being reliant on the Father. Have a great Ohana group.